Jojo here. We're back in the garage. Hey YouTube, guess what? Today I am excited. You know why? Al,
Why?
are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. You know why? Here, look over here. Cleaned out the garage, moved all the kid stuff on this side because today we are gonna start working on the 61 300G. We're gonna see if we can't get that hog to fire up today. So let's get after it. So I bought this car. The dude said he had it running. He had a little clip on the internet of it running on his website, and it was posted to YouTube, but I checked and it is gone. So he deleted all the information on this car. He was probably happy to get rid of the damn thing. Found a sucker like me to buy it. So 61 Chrysler 300G. It's got a 413 with cross ram. I don't know if you saw our last video. I'll put the link to it. Alex, how do you do that? Where do you put the link?
Put it like up in the corner, or like the left, right corner.
Right corner? Okay. Well, we did a little walk around, showed us picking it up, walking around. If you want to check that out, you know, we have done nothing to it except remove all the stuff that was on it out here, aired up the tires. It still looks the same on the inside. If we get the engine running, we may dick with it a little more this weekend. You know, start maybe scrubbing out the interior, little things. So let's come over to the engine. Where the?
Under the Y.
It's under the Y? Oh yeah, you're right.
Always right. Daryl.
Yo.
It's hard being right all the time.
Yeah. So yeah, here's our 413 cross ram, you know, 21-inch long tube intake. And like I said, he bought it, got it running, I think. I bought it on the premise that it did run, but it just needed a little, you know, it needs a lot of work.
Touch up.
A little touch up. Obviously these wires are newer, but they're not correct. The cap looks original-ish. It's got, not the original coil, Atlas. I don't know, I saw Atlas somewhere else on this too, and I thought, well, it must have been a shop or something that sold Atlas parts or something. This car, like I said in the previous video, it was delivered new in California. It's not rusty, it's just kind of beat up. Am I echoey right now? Can you hear me? Is there a lot of echoes because of the hood? The hood's like 10 feet long.
Yeah, you heard that one.
So, I guess the first thing we got to do is we got to see if it turns over by hand. I got the battery on the charge.
The battery's good.
The battery's good. We charged up the battery and load tested it. It's from 21. I think the guy left it in there when we bought it. But I can smell, nasty varnish gas. I can smell that. These wing nuts look newer on the air cleaners. Here, let me.
Don't scratch.
That one, I don't know if that's original. The air cleaners are original, but these wing nuts, so he was dicking around in there. Thermostat housing is totally corroded and the upper hose is gone. And then check this out, I didn't know this, but if you look back in here, the heater hoses got these little elbows off the water pump, right? And then they go into these copper tubes that run underneath the long rams. I don't know if you can see them in there. And then they run back to more hoses. And then here, like this one here, more copper tubing. That's a lot of frickin' around. I don't know if he put plugs in it or not. We're gonna have to jack it up. The way you change plugs on this is like a more modern car where you jack it up and take the wheel off, and then you can get to them down under here. And it's got these access panels in the fender wells. This is a unibody car. So I got those panels and all the hardware. It's in the trunk. So yeah, let's see if we can't roll this big hog over by hand. It should be 1/16 on the crankshaft pulley. I'm gonna go ahead, you know what? The other thing too, he told me he took this loose. I got all the bracketry for the air conditioning, but he took it loose to check the engine numbers, and yes, it is factory numbers matching. So let's get that out of the way first. Oh, we got a tube nut here. Look at this hose, Al. Just terrible. Don't bend it, Joey. Yeah, That's just been in it. Get some Croil on these fittings here, and we'll try to take them off here. That's what we need to do. I'm gonna bring the toolbox over too, okay? All right, now we're ready to go, huh?
Yep.
I doubt the air conditioning on this car works. 7/8. What's this one? 3/4. That's the wrong frickin' one. Gosh darn it. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right. I do not want to damage any of this. Jeez. Well, that didn't take long. We decided we weren't asking anymore, so we just, look at this high pressure hose. This is the hot side, high side hot, low side cold, right? Look at that though. It was, that sucker got really hot, so we just zinged right through it. Wah-ha! So we're good there. All right, upsy daisy. Oh my God. Ah, see how much more room there is? There's so much room. Oh, dude, this thing weighs like 100 pounds.
Beefcake.
Beefcake. So yeah, we gotta keep on trucking here and see if the thing will roll over. Let's see if I can grab the fan blade and roll it over. Let me check, make sure it's in neutral. Yeah, it's in neutral.
That would be a disaster.
That would be a disaster. What are the chances? Oh yeah, right. Look at that freaking fan. Oh, ooh, it does turn. Here, Al.
Oh my God. Pick it up.
Here. Well, I can't do it I don't have 3 hands. Hold it right there. Let's see. Oh, see that? See down there? This.
Yeah.
The crankshaft pulley turning. That's good. That's a good sign. Oh. Yeah, it goes that way. Does it go the other way?
God dang.
Ugh, it makes me wonder how long this car is sitting and why it got parked. Is the engine bad? Is the transmission bad?
Maybe they just forgot about it.
Maybe they just,
Hopefully.
yeah, hopefully they just forgot about it. But usually, you know, car like this that's just forgot about, somebody comes and pulls the engine out. Hybrid. Hear that hybrid going by?
Yeah.
Okay, next step. We need to get all these, we got a lot of helicopters in here we gotta get out, or else we're gonna end up lighting all that on fire if it does run. That would be cylinder number 1, right? Oh yeah, they put plugs in it.
Nice.
What kind of plug is it? What kind of plug is it, Joey?
Is it the right one?
No. Let's see. Oh. They put, oh no. Oh my gosh.
They're wrong.
No, but look at how old these plugs are, dude. Autolite resistor.
Is that company like out of business now?
No, Autolite's still in business, but I mean, you want to talk about an old ass spark plug. Holy shit.
How old is it?
What is this? AR32. Oh man. Well, let's go ahead and pull another one out and see what we got going on. Oh shit. Yeah. Another old ass Autolite resistor plug. Look at that. Can you guys see that?
Is it
Yeah.
good?
No, but I mean, they're old. They're like way older than me. That's got to be from the, I don't even know. I bet that's from the 60s. Look at that.
Is that original?
No, I don't think they're original. Chrysler's used Champion spark plugs originally. Autolite is a Ford plug. So somebody changed them. But look, they don't have hardly any, they're not all beat up or nothing. Look at this.
Oh, just look at it.
Can't see nothing. Look at how, I don't know, man. AR32. They don't look bad. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. I'm going to get the rest of the spark plugs out, and we might as well put new ones in, right?
Why?
Well, good question. Why?
Are they good?
Well, we should check the gap at least. Look how high the gap is, how big the gap is on this one. And it's kind of bent. I'm going to pull them out, check them. And then maybe we'll put some oil down the cylinders and roll it over. So we'll be right back. Yeah, so anyway, I got all the spark plugs out. I got oil put in the cylinders, rolled the engine over a couple times, and I had a little snack with Al.
Yep.
And we were talking and we thought, you know what, there's something not right about these spark plugs. So what I think the old guy did is I think he had these spark plugs laying around at a new old stock because they're not rusty or anything. Look at them. I mean, they're old. They're really old, but they're like brand new. And then look at some of the gaps on these, dude. I went over to my old motor book and looked up the Chrysler section. And this one's from '66, so this covers the really old stuff and then the really new stuff. Or, you know, new. 413, it should be 35 thousandths. So I got these for that Newport I was working on with the 361. I should have got R45s, but whatever. I got these here. I'm going to throw those in. I got them gapped for 35 thousandths. So I think, yeah, I think we'll get those thrown in. I'm not going to bore you with putting the plugs back in because, I mean, you're going to hear some very colorful language on the other side. It's bad, man. It was so bad that whoever put these new spark plug wires on left the old one laying in the intake. I mean, look how old this thing is. Look at the boot. I mean, that's old, old, old. So I'm going to throw the plugs back in, and then we're going to light it up, maybe. Well, we'll see if the starter actually works, all the wiring. Stay tuned. Okay, that was a task.
I didn't hear any foul language.
No, that's only because I didn't record any of it. All right, let her down. All right, Al, did you look to see what the firing order was in the book?
Nope.
Thanks. 18436572. But we got to see what way it rotates. All right, put it right there. Got a nice workbench right here. Okay, turn the page because look at, ooh, greasy fingies. Keep going. Fan in the front, distributor clip up front. Clip here, so this should be one. That is not one. Okay, more revelations and discovery. The distributor does in fact turn counterclockwise. Okay. A damn GoPro ran out of battery when I was spinning it over, but it does turn counterclockwise. But this is the way I traced all the wires after I changed the spark plugs. I never took it off the distributor cap. So they have it routed like it would go clockwise. So if it did run, I'm not saying it didn't run, okay? If it ran, it had to run like a total bag of sheet because there's just no way, dude, to be popping and banging. I don't even know if it would run. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop the cap off and we're gonna clean the points. And we'll clean and set the points. I have the ignition turned off still, but I got my starter switch. I got my starter switch kind of engaged, so we'll rock the engine over, we'll clean the points, which there's 2 sets of. And then, I don't know if I should leave it like this or if I should just put it the way I think it should be. Number one is in fact, so I took number one out of the spark plug, took number one spark plug out of the hole, stuck my finger in there, and as the rotor went to number one, boom, it blew my finger off. So that's number one there. Although it is a it must be off somehow. A tooth or something, or maybe it's jacked all the way to one side or something like that, because it doesn't really match anything. I don't know. This is a different situation here. There, now they're both closed. Maybe they put new points in too. They might have. Okay. So every old timer tells me, you're done filing on them, you give them a couple flicky flicks. I think old Mortsky does the same thing. And then what I do, I get like a note card or something and clean them off. It's the inside of one of the spark plug boxes, the lid. So you'll find a lot of yuckies in there. That's just off my fingers, of course. Make sure you do all this with greasy fingers so contaminate the point surfaces. They like that. Okay. You guys see that? Let's see. Let's see what it does. Yeah. All right, now we're getting somewhere. The dual points are dual pointing. Here's the... Yeah, they're doing their thing. What a deal. Wonder if we built any oil pressure. I'm kind of worried about that too. These damn Chryslers, when they sit a long time, it seems like they lose, oil pump loses prime. Let me go get my helper buddy, and we'll see if we got any prime in that oil pump. All right, looks like I'm solo mio. Alex is watching a movie with Mom. He's not really feeling that great. Ben is, uh-oh, I got a fire or something going on here. Shit. Voltage regulator. Ooh, that's not good. Is that voltage regulator or the... Oh, God, now what? Did I leave the key on? Oh, yeah, I did. Oopsies. Huh. Nothing's really hot. Oh, did I melt some? I hope I didn't melt any wires. Oh, I don't know what that was all about. All right, let's, I'm just gonna bypass the key. All right, let's recap. We pulled the plugs out. They were old, they didn't look bad. We oiled down the cylinders. We turned the engine over by hand using a wrench on the crankshaft. We put new plugs in it, put the wires back on. We got into the distributor. For whatever reason, the distributor is labeled different than what the book shows. I don't like that. That's going to be a problem, I think. We clean the points. We had a little bit of smoke from, I believe, we had a little bit of smoke from having the key on too long. Maybe it's got a faulty ballast resistor or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just corroded cable. I'm not sure. So now we're going to hook 12 volts up to the coil. There's 12 volts there. We're going to fill the carburetor bowls with fuel. And we're going to see if this sucker will light off. After I get done tripping over everything. It's getting freaking hot out. Oh, you know what else I need? This thing's gonna blow sheet all over, I bet. Just to warn you, this car only has mufflers all rusted out, so it's got dual exhaust from the factory, but it is not there. A bowl on each side here. Maybe it's easier to get up the front vents. Okay, we're getting close. Oh, loves it. I'm sure that loves it. Okay, that should be enough to see what's going on. Oh, please be in neutral. Ready? Here we go. Fired up. So what's that all about? Why is the firing order backwards, but it still runs? I'm still getting used to this GoPro scene, man. It just fired up, and then it said, oh, GoPro's too hot, so I guess I gotta put you in the shade over here. Can you see me okay? Let's see if we can crank it again. All right, let's see if we can build some oil pressure. The valves are awfully rattly, or lifters, or whatever. See, this is what I was wondering. Let me get my, before we dig this up, let me get this out of there. It'll de-ed. We got a smoking solenoid again. Why do we got a smoking solenoid? Well, obviously, because it's hot. Where's our ignition? Right here. Come on, baby. And go. Take two. Well, that was good. I don't know if we have any oil pressure or anything like that because I don't have the car on, but it sounded like it pumped up. I don't know. Ugh. Don't know. I'd like to try putting the firing order where the way it should be, the way I think it should be, and then firing it up and see what it does. Because we are not hitting on all cylinders at all. So I'm going to take a picture of this. Boop. And we're going to try it out. 1, 8. Oh, you know, unless they did this with the cap upside down, that could be. 4. I bet you that's what it is. Do I have the cap upside down? No. 3. 6, 5, 7. 2. Let's try it again. Let's hit her, hit me. Oh. Too many freaking bowls, dude. Oh, yeah, spill that all over hell. All right. Where's our ignition? Right here. Contact. No, that must have been the right way. How's that possible? Weird. Weird, 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 weird. This is the part where I dick this all up. One, 8, 4, 3. Seven. One, 8, 4, 3, 6, 5. Seven, 2. Okay. Do it. This thing should crank now. Better a little bit. I cannot tell if we got any oil pressure because the car's not on. I'm going to check that real quick. Crank it again real quick. No. Good luck. Best of luck to you. Oh, gauge is moving, but that doesn't mean anything. I really would like some confirmation. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I had it running. We got a massive vacuum leak here too. We probably should take care of that. That might help.
Did it die?
Yeah, I just poured some fuel down the bowl.
What's that on the ground?
What's what on the ground? Oh shit, what is that? That is shitty bad gas from the tank. Oh, yuck.
Didn't empty the tank?
I should have cut the line. I did not cut the line. I don't know.
Leaking gas?
Yeah, let's take a pause, and I'm gonna tie up some vacuum leaks, get that gas cleaned up, cut that fuel line, and then we'll do round two. Ah! Yes! Well, I don't know. Yes. See, not too bad. Not running on all eight, but well, ran her out of gas. I'll tell you what, though, that's a win for me, man. I'm okay with that. We got to figure out. I think we got a couple things going on. We definitely have a couple things going on. One, the spark plug wires are effed, okay? They're all custom made. I don't even know if the crimps are right. Two, we have massive vacuum leaks on this crazy intake. I can hear whistling over there on the driver's side. That feeds the passenger side. And like all this balance tube, look at this balance tube. It's all cracked and nasty. And then three, obviously the carburetors need to be gone through, okay? But it runs. It didn't lock up. I also need to clean up that gas. Okay, so I may fiddle faddle with this a little bit tomorrow and maybe put a bottle on it or hook the fuel pump into a can. See if I can't put some water in the radiator. See if I can run it a little longer. See if it'll come out of that miss. There's a dead miss somewhere. We need to do a little more diagnosing on that. But for tonight, I'm done. It's dinner time. So, I don't know if we'll cut it off here or if we'll come back tomorrow, maybe make another video. Will it run better? I'm not sure. I appreciate you guys watching. This car is kicking my butt. It's like one of the most difficult old cars I've ever worked on, but it's super cool. So I'm not even sure the firing order's right. I gotta dig into that. I might dick with that more. There's just so much going on with this thing, but appreciate you watching, following along. If you like, finned Chrysler content, consider giving us a follow or subscribe or whatever. And as always, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next one.